Attention passionate Seattle Seahawks fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Seattle Seahawks' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Seattle Seahawks fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Seattle SEAHAWKS fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. What if I told you that one of the NFL's most dynamic tight ends, Travis Kelce from the Kansas City Chiefs, might be heading north to join the Seattle Seahawks? Yeah, I know it sounds crazy, but the whispers are getting louder. And if it happens, it could reshape the entire landscape of the NFC West and give Seattle a real shot at elevating their offense into a new stratosphere. We've been seeing the Seahawks make some bold moves lately, especially after that impressive 10-5 record and the recent win streak following the Halani IR stint. But the idea of Kelce donning the Seahawks jersey, that's a game changer. So let's break down what this could mean for Seattle. First off, Kelce is no ordinary tight end. He's a true maestro, a guy who can line up anywhere on the field and instantly become the focal point of the offense. His route running is precise, his hands are among the best in the league, and his ability to create yardage after the catch is second to none. In 2025, Kelce is putting up solid numbers, around 80 receptions for roughly 900 yards and 6 touchdowns. His PFF overall grade is a strong 78. 0 this season, ranking him 8th among tight ends, and he's consistently graded in the 80s over his career. Despite missing a couple of games due to a knee injury in Week 15, Kelce remains a critical threat, especially in clutch moments. His ability to stretch the field, combined with his veteran savvy, would immediately make the Seahawks' offense more explosive and unpredictable. Now, here's the kicker. Sources indicate that the Chiefs, sitting at 11-4, are planning a blockbuster trade. They're reportedly looking to send Kelce to Seattle in exchange for a first-round pick in the 2026 draft, along with a backup tight end currently on the Seahawks roster. The move is believed to be motivated by the Chiefs' desire to clear cap space, around $12 million, to keep Patrick Mahomes and the core of their roster intact. As the NFL season progresses, Kansas City's front office is weighing the benefits of adding youth and future draft capital over the veteran presence of Kelce, especially as they look to infuse some fresh blood and maintain their competitive edge. Plus, this trade would serve a dual purpose for the Seahawks. Not only would they get a proven elite tight end, but they'd also potentially free up cap space, about $9 million, making room for more signings or extensions. The Seahawks, under Pete Carroll's leadership, have shown they're not afraid to make bold moves, and acquiring Kelce would be a statement that the team is all in on making a deep playoff run. It's a strategic move that echoes the kind of daring play that made the Seahawks famous in Super Bowl XLVII, and it could even be the missing piece to elevate their offense to elite status. Think about how Kelce's presence would change the dynamic of Seattle's attack. His ability to serve as a security blanket for Geno Smith, especially in third-and-long situations, would provide a massive boost. He'd be like having a reliable safety valve, similar to what Mark Andrews offers the Ravens. Kelce's yards per route run are around 1.8, and he's been effective in red zone situations, boasting a plus 12% efficiency in those critical moments. Imagine him lining up across from Darnold, creating mismatches, or helping rookies' TEs develop their game by providing a veteran example to learn from. His ability to elevate a passing game would push Seattle's offensive yardage per game from around 360 to potentially over 400 yards, making them one of the most potent offenses in the league. And let's not forget the bigger picture. The Seahawks are positioning themselves as serious contenders for Super Bowl LX. Acquiring Kelce would not only boost their chances, but could also significantly cut the odds of winning it all, from +1-0 to +500, according to some betting lines. Kelce's presence as a middle-of-the-field X-factor would be invaluable, especially in tight playoff games. His ability to create separation, find soft spots in zone coverage, and make those clutch catches could be the difference between an early exit and a Super Bowl appearance. Seattle's offense is already looking formidable, with Geno Smith leading an attack that's averaging around 360 yards per game. But adding a player like Kelce, who can consistently produce over 900 yards and contribute around 6 touchdowns, would push that number even higher. It would diversify the Seahawks' aerial attack, giving Darnold and the rookie TEs more reliable options and alleviating some of the pressure on the running game, especially if Walker faces injuries or struggles. Kelce's blocking ability also adds value, helping to protect Geno and open lanes for Walker and the other backs. His veteran leadership would be a huge boost in the locker room, bringing a championship mindset that the Seahawks could lean on during the playoff push. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. This kind of trade doesn't happen every day, especially involving a player of Kelce's caliber. But in today's NFL, where teams are willing to move mountains for a Super Bowl, nothing is off the table. The Chiefs are motivated by their desire to rebuild with youth and cap flexibility, while the Seahawks are clearly aiming to capitalize on their current momentum and push for a deeper playoff run. Kelce's impact could be felt immediately, transforming the Seahawks' offense into a powerhouse capable of competing with any team in the league. Of course, this is all speculation for now, but the potential ramifications are huge. It's a bold move, one that could define the trajectory of the Seahawks franchise for years to come. Imagine a future where Geno Smith, with Kelce as his primary target, leads the Seahawks deep into the postseason, maybe even to a Super Bowl appearance. That's the kind of excitement that gets Seahawks fans fired up, dreaming of another Lombardi trophy. And speaking of the Seahawks' current roster, there's also some buzz about Walker's extension rumors. If the Seahawks do acquire Kelce, it could provide the offensive firepower needed to take some pressure off Walker, who has been impressive this season, running hard and showing versatility both as a runner and a receiver. The team's offensive line has been solid, and Kelce's blocking skills would only improve that unit's performance. Plus, with the Seahawks already boasting a talented group of young receivers and a developing defense, adding Kelce could be the final piece that puts them over the top. To sum it all up, this potential trade is a game changer. It's exactly the kind of bold move that could propel the Seahawks into Super Bowl contention, especially in a competitive NFC that's wide open this year. The idea of Kelce lining up in Seattle, creating mismatches, and giving the Seahawks a veteran presence that can lead them through the playoffs is incredibly exciting. It's the kind of move that makes fans dream of another title, and honestly, it's the kind of move that could define a new era for the team. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Seattle Seahawks news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Seahawks fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this rumor? Do you believe Kelce could really end up in Seattle? How would you feel about adding a player of his caliber to this already talented roster? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Seahawks. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for all the latest Seattle Seahawks news. Keep the passion alive and let's see where this wild ride takes us. One thing's for sure, the Seahawks are always in the game, and with moves like these, they're only getting more dangerous. Go Hawks.